When I'm looking at a website, I look at a couple of things. The closest things I usually look at are overall cohesiveness and cleanliness, making sure all the information and like color palette and typography and just those little elements are cohesive throughout the whole website. I make sure, or I like it when information that I'm looking for is easy to find, and if it's like right there on the home screen, that's even better. But like if their search bar or their side tabs are really well organized and like kind of stand out, that also helps. And then I like good design that's attractive and easy on the eyes, so like nothing too wild, not really like bright colors that just kind of blow your mind right when you see them, and just overall cleanliness, and obviously good flow of information on their pages throughout their whole website.
For me, the good strategy, it's not like a good strategy, but I think it's more like a clean, easy, and a user-friendly website for me. It's good website that you can easily to go to the navigation bar and where you can click it, and all the information is very clean, it's very clear. I think that's a good website for me. The bad website is more like it's very complicated layout and you don't know where to look at it, and the navigation bar is like you don't know where exactly the location is, hard to click, and for me those website is bad website.
Multiple use of different fonts is definitely like the number one eyesore in a website. It definitely throws someone off, especially if like you're talking about one thing and you use 3 different fonts. Usually when I see a different font in a website, to me that symbolizes new information or something that's not relevant to what I had been reading before. And obviously images that don't go with the website, so if you just have a random picture of a dog somewhere on your website and no explanation, then it doesn't really make sense to the viewer. And then also flashy images, overall bad quality, are kind of an eyesore as well.
What I look for is to match the graphical design with the idea that the client or whoever comes to me with their problem, to try to make a solution that works the best. And then that involves color, that involves type, layout. It also involves the thought behind who our user is, and the accessibility idea of someone that may come to our website that may have some kind of impairment, like a visual impairment, or not to be able to read, maybe a hearing impairment as well if we're doing video. And so culture is all changing into the mobile format. Everybody carries a cell phone now. And if you think about a lot of times, anytime that you're looking at anything on the web, the first thing you probably get is an email or something that you click, and you go to a website and check it directly on your phone before you check it on a desktop version. So responsive or fluid web design is very, very important to what we look at. Some of my favorite websites are like smashingmagazine.com. I also look a lot at another website called dig.co, which is a news site, but it's also, I look for inspiration in a lot of these things to find what trends are happening or what other people are trying to do, because the web changes so often. It changes almost daily with the way people approach things, with their design, their look, their feel, the way they apply styles and stuff like that. So I use a lot of that for inspiration.
One website that comes to my mind whenever I'm designing is Design Inspiration. It's a really clean website where you can sign up and post your own stuff or search other people's designs, packaging, labels, like the whole 9 yards, and just see what everything else is like out there. The main thing I like about that website is whenever you start to search for something, you can do it at any moment, no matter where you are on the page, so you don't have to go directly to the search bar, and it kind of just appears on the screen and whites out everything out at about 50%, and it's just bold black type that pops up as you're typing. So I find that really easy and attractive to my eyes.
Well, as the web director and web editor, I'm looking at issues like, how can I get the users of the site to do, how can I enable them to do what they need to do as quickly as possible? So on our site, we're looking at donate, so we're trying to have it at the very top. It's very clear that they can donate. we're using the top of the website to guide people to what we think is most critical for them to know. We're highlighting different stories. We have video, is prominently displayed at the top when we have it. We're allowing them to donate. We want them to volunteer, so we allow that. We built in different things to allow them to do that. We want them to engage with the content, so we try to have a lot of visuals throughout. We have a really great photography department here, so we want to try to feature that photography as much as possible. Of course, I'm an editorial guy, so I'm looking at how the words match. I'm looking at, are the titles trying to grab people's attention, but also we're balancing things like search engine optimization. Do we have the right words in the titles? Is it clear what it's about instantly? We're looking to increase time on page by, again, videos and pictures and compelling words. So it's a lot of things that go into the website, and design is a big part of that, editorial, broadcast, and so what I like is the play between all of those different elements and trying to get a package that people will enjoy, and they'll be able to do what they want to do and what we would like them to do.
I was looking for simplicity in website development. That was my main goal, was just something that was simple and easy to navigate, easy to give people directions to our website information. I looked for something that looked very clean, very inviting, warm colors, things like that. Something that was easy to navigate, that had all the information that I needed, phone number, a location, something fun and quirky that really identified with me, branding, even a catchphrase, things like that. I wanted all that to be incorporated into my website development. That was really important to me. Having a website as a small business owner helps me because everybody asks, what's your website? They want the information and they want to look it up immediately, even while they're standing in front of me. So it's helped to develop a base of customers so that they know where they can go to find pricing, information on delivery, on location, on where I'm selling, and things like that. It's been extremely helpful.
I use it to watch YouTube. That you can watch whatever you want. Wikipedia and dictionary.com. On dictionary.com I look up words that I don't know, and on Wikipedia I just look up information that I want to find out about. Because it's not very complicated. You just type what you want to look up in the search bar at the top.